Yeah, Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz. Ciento 167.4, 167.4 for Montequilla, 167.4 for Montequilla, the chosen one, Edgar Berlanga. 169.6 for the chosen one, 169.6 for Edgar Berlanga.
People don't know, right? But I had the flu, you know what I'm saying? And I was struggling with my health, you feel me? And I knew that at a certain point I was like, damn, yeah, I can't do it, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing to say, you know what I'm saying? We still getting the fight on, you know, and I just want to say to my fans and everybody out there, you know, y'all think other is not what it is, you know what I'm saying? Because we could have pulled up the fight if we wanted to, based on my health situation, you know what I'm saying? And you know me, I'm a warrior, bro, so I'm going to just go out there, you already know, and make the show happen, you know? Right? A guy like Montequilla, he got something to prove. He's out there, he's trying to go out there and prove something. So they're grabbing to Munguia, you know.
Yep.
When I grabbed from that fight was, yeah, that can't be us.
Welcome back to Boxing on Rap. I'm your host, Ahmed the Artist. Look, guys, thank you for everything you've done for this community. Thank you for helping me reach, you know, the heights that I've slowly gotten to. But if you would, please like and subscribe. If you're an older subscriber, thank you for supporting. If you're a new subscriber, please consider supporting and sharing this video. Now let's talk about what you just saw. Edgar Berlanga came in over the weight limit of 168 at 169.1. That's a whole pound, 1 ounce over the weight limit. You heard what he said there. He said he was with the flu and he was sick and he couldn't make weight. He said, guys, I just can't make it. Listen, I'm up the thought of, if you're sick, don't get in the ring, right? Because I don't want to hear the excuse after the fact if you get your ass whooped, right? And I'm not saying that Edgar Berlanga is going to get his ass whooped. We're going to get that into a minute. We're going to talk about his opponent, Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz. Mantequilla. Mantequilla. I don't know why they call him Mantequilla, to be honest with you. But we're going to dive into him in a little bit. But first, let me get back to this rant about what I think about that. Listen, if you got the flu, if you got a shoulder injury, you got hand injuries, don't come into the ring, bro. You better off just postponing that fight, because if you get knocked out or if you get beat on the boards, you're going to say, well, I had the flu. I don't want to make excuses. I was sick during camp. I don't want to hear any of that. You cancel the fight and you come in 100%. Why? Because you only get one shot at that one fight. Even if you get a rematch, it's still a new fight. It's never the same fight, right? So you never get to a redo. You just get to do another fight. Why do that, right? Right now, you got Munguia doing that. He's going to get a redo, not a redo, another fight, not a redo, right? You can't erase that. So at the end of the day, don't come into the ring if you're not 100%, because I don't want to hear as a paying customer that we're not 100%, right? You got to come in at 100% or you don't. So I think he just didn't take this guy seriously because he wanted to be the main eventer. And when he saw what I saw of Mantequilla, listen, Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz, let's dive into a little bit on that guy right there, because I'm going to pull up something up on my screen, so just bear with me. Now, I thought this guy was a Mantequilla. I thought he was a nobody, you know, somebody who just wasn't really, you know, a fighter at all. But I think he's gone through some stuff, guys. I think he's gone through some stuff. So, Mantequilla, he's Puerto Rico's #1 168 fighter. That doesn't say much, because the rest of them guys have like upside down records and like single digit fights. So it's not a lot of 168 pounders ranked #1 in Puerto Rico. So for that reason, you know, I'm not like over the moon about it. But it looked like he had a promising career at one point, right? Mantequilla. So let's dive into it, right? So Mantequilla, he's a 2008 Olympian, right? Now, he didn't medal or anything like that, but he was a light welter in the Olympics. So as you can see here, so that's what he was. And you can see that he was an Olympian who won medal at the Summer Pan American Games at Rio de Janeiro, and he won silver at light welter. And then he won at the Central American Caribbean Games. He won gold, you know, as a flyweight. That was in 2010. At flyweight, though, I'm not sure if that makes any sense. But that's what it says right now as his record, right? So he has a very good amateur background, but something along the way happened to Jonathan Mantequilla Gonzalez Ortiz. As you can see here, he looked like a decent prospect. He was in shape. He looked like he got the look of a future Puerto Rican star. And I don't know along the way what happened, if it was something personal, something indiscipline. I don't know, but as you can see, he has let himself go to the point where those ain't love handles. Those are man handles. Like he looked like he gave birth and looking like Octomom's bellies down there. Bro, he looked like Homer Simpson. He had Homer Simpson's body, bro. If there was a Simpsons movie, they could cast Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz as the lead of Homer Simpson, because that's what he looks like. And I don't know what happened. And when you see that weigh-in, it's like, how did he make 168? And Berlanga, who looks dead in shape, is the one that came overweight. That's crazy. But he does have a record. He has a good knockout percentage record. We're going to pull that up real quick. So, Jonathan Ortiz, he has 1 draw, 20 wins, and 16 by way of knockout. Now, his record is nothing to look at. It's nothing but anybody you've ever heard of, anybody you've ever really, would consider good, because somewhere along the line, this guy just fell off the chart. And I'm thinking it was life that just got to this guy at some point. He's 35 years old now. He was considered an up-and-coming prospect. And he's number 97 in the world. Like I said, number 1 in Puerto Rico. I mean, he's from San Juan. At this point in time, he's about to get his first L. And I say if Berlanga, the only way Berlanga loses this match, if he closes his eyes and just stands there. If Berlanga just goes once to the body and goes up top, this guy within 1 to 3 rounds, tops. If he goes more than 3 rounds with this guy, it's because this guy was going to be a phenom, and we're seeing the worst of him now, and that's still good enough to beat Berlanga, right? But he shouldn't. This guy should be slow. This guy should be uncoordinated. This guy should be, if you hit him to the body, you should be able to just knock him out to the body. It shouldn't even be a thing. It's actually a shame that this guy, his first fight of note is against Berlanga, given the state that he's in shape-wise. They should have just, if he was going to come back, he should have just gone to tomato cans again, get himself in shape, get himself looking like an actual fighter, give it one last shot. And, because he has an undefeated record, so he would have gotten in line for a champion or a star to give him a shot, because that champion would have think that he was a stepping stone and not necessarily a threat, right? Because he's over he would have probably been 36 by the time that, you get yourself together. But he's going to try to get himself together against Berlanga. And say what you say about Berlanga, he can punch. And he's been in there with way better opposition. So even at coming in overweight, I just think Berlanga, that whole flu thing, that don't make no sense to me. That was just, listen, I'm just going to walk in there. I'm just going to just wreck shop, and I'm not going to kill myself to make way for this guy. Why should I? It ain't Caleb Plant, right? And so just that's what it is. So it's not I don't think, a Berlanga undisciplined. Is Berlanga, well, it is actually. He should take every fight as it, like if it's a killer going up against him. But he's going to look that way anyway. Whether he became on weight, overweight, it doesn't matter. The result is still going to be the same. It just doesn't look good, you know what I'm saying, optic-wise. When you hear that Berlanga missed weight, you're like, oh, shit. And then you look at the opponent and you go, oh, I get it. Like, it is what it is, guys. So I'm not really too worried about it. I'm worried about this guy. He's going to, like I said, the only way he wins if Berlanga falls asleep at the wheel, turns around, looks at the crowd, closes his eyes, and this guy just knocks him out. And that's it. That's the only way, is if he catches Berlanga slipping and sleeping. And it could happen. It happened to Munguia. So it could happen with a guy with way less knockouts. So, I mean, it's interesting enough just to see it, because I want to see Mantequilla go ahead and do what he got to do. I'm kind of rooting for Mantequilla a little bit, but I can't, I want to kind of see Berlanga make something of his career other than an overhyped fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want him to maybe get some love and some shine a little bit. And, I don't think he's ever going to be elite. He's world class, because he won 12 with Canelo after being dropped. So he showed a world class chin. And eventually you see him in that ring. He started to learn towards the end of that fight. Like, he started to know what to do to avoid and to defend. And he went and he started to throw back against Canelo Alvarez when he kind of figured out how to survive while still trying to punch. Like, he didn't run. He tried to fight. He just was outgunned, out experienced, out everything, out IQ'd. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what do you think about this fight tomorrow night, the 15th. You would think that Edgar Berlanga disrespected the boxing community by not coming in shape? Or do you think it's just like, hey, it's just Mantequilla? Who cares? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.